The vision 60 years ago? Well, certainly I wanted to go into a business that dealt with children. I would like to have either maintained the country as it was, and I wanted to make changes. I wanted to make little ripples. I wanted to make little children come here as little children and go home as young men and young women. This camp has been my family's whole life, and no one can appreciate the amount of love and care that went into this facility. What do I think of when I come up here? You know, I'm 85 years old now, and my friends say to me, "You still go to camp?" I can't imagine a whole year without going to camp. I can't do what I used to do, but I still enjoy just saying hello to the children. Every child in this camp knows that I'm Uncle Fred. And when I go down the road in my golf cart, they all want to go for a ride. And I love to just have them come here. If you look in this room, there's a plaque in this room for every child that ever went to Timber Ridge. The purpose of that plaque is that once a child's name goes up on that plaque, his spirit stays here forever. And it's so wonderful to come into this room and look at the different years and look at the different people. This guy's a doctor. This guy's a lawyer. This guy is writing books. This guy's father was the president of France. This girl, her father was the prime minister of Israel. But it really doesn't matter who they were and what they were or whatever. It just matters that kids came here and they fell in love with being here, with each other. The baseball field doesn't mean that much to me. The lake doesn't mean that much to me. The basketball and what have you. What means to me is every child who ever came here. I've had kids come here who were doing drugs and gave up drugs as a result of having been here. I had kids came here who did nothing and now own large insurance companies or into big hospitals. Some young man has 24 airplanes that he leases out from Arizona. There's no place that I go to that people don't say, "Oh, you're the camp man. You did so much for my child. I can't believe he came home taller and slimmer, more grateful, more obedient, and I really miss my child. But I think he should go back because he got more out of camp than I could have given to him." I have kids say to me out on the stage, "I know I'm better off here than I am at home." That's what this camp is all about. My daughter has given her life for this camp. She could have done a million other things. She's here because she wants to perpetuate what we have. She wants her father's dream to remain forever. So when they talk about magic, it is magic. When I first came down that road, I couldn't wait to get to the end. And now when I come down that road and I come into the field down here and I see gymnasiums and tennis courts and cabins and driving ranges and all kinds of stuff for kids. But this place, until the children get here, is just waiting to happen. When they come into the door, the heartbeat starts. And when they go home, the heart stops for a few months until next year. That's what this place is really all about. I hope so. We try real hard. We try to make every child make it regardless of what their skills are, what their abilities are, what their disabilities are. We want to put them in one pot and have them come out good kids with good values and ready to do their thing in the world. And that's what makes us all feel good. When we see kids become successful like Alex talked about, we feel like it's our child who's become successful. Yeah, I think every child should go to camp. I don't care what camp they go to, but they should go to camp because we can give kids something they cannot get at home. At age 6, they gain such independence. They know where to go. They know what time is dinner. They know what the activities are. They know who to go to when they have a problem. And when a child misbehaves, we can sit down and talk to them, and we can just reverse their whole role. And we've had some tough kids here that we've really changed, I think. I just think that I've done a remarkable thing for the world. I've created a bunch of really good human beings. Well, when I first came here, everyone was from Richmond, Norfolk, and Newport News. And then we grew from there. You know, I had camps up in Maine also. And I know the difference between a Maine camp and this camp. And if you had to go to a summer camp at all, you should come here to Timber Ridge for a lot of reasons. But anyway, things began to happen, and we got inquiries from foreign countries. And so we take a few children from different countries because we think they bring a certain culture to camp. And they have an opportunity to go home to their country and bring a little bit of America with them. To know that this is not a bad place to be. You know, this is the only place where a child can go out at night and you don't have to worry where he is. You don't have to worry what's happening to him because somebody is always watching him, always taking care of him. What a great feeling. At home, you know, parents are so worried, oh, my child's outside by himself. What's going to happen to him? Not here. This is the safest place in the world that a child can be because we make sure that it's safe for them. I pray that I'll be here 50 years from now. But I think the facility will continue just the way it is. We're a very traditional world. I've been through the protest era. I've been through the first time a child ever came here, a boy with a gold thing in his ear. I've been through tattoos, but we haven't changed. What we did 60 years ago, modified a little bit. We don't have computers. We don't have kids don't walk around with earphones in their ears because I want them to hear nature and the out of doors. So we are today pretty much what we were 60 years ago, and 50 years from now, we'll be pretty much where we were 110 years ago. I would say most of the children here, their key word is, this is a magical place. A kid who never got a hit in baseball gets a hit in baseball. A kid who's never been on a horse gets on a horse. Gone down a river, caught a fish. That's the magic of it. Child comes here, I know I'm being redundant, but never caught a fish. He comes here and he catches a fish. Child comes here and never was asked to be on a team, is asked to be on a team, because everyone's on a team. Children learn to be on a team. Children are not in their cabins all day playing with computers. They're never in their cabins. To find out what the magic is, I don't know how you go about showing that on film. But I will tell you that Timber Ridge is a magical place for kids. And Alex and my daughter and I, we spend our whole lives learning to do magic.